Hello guys, welcome to Nation Sports. Today in our cricket segment, we are chatting about New Zealand's tour of Bangladesh and its day 3 of the second test. Please guys always remember to subscribe because every subscription is valued and appreciated. On a day where only 32.3 overs were possible, Bangladesh were 38 runs for the fall of 2 wickets at stumps. Bangladesh with 172 runs and 38 runs for 2 wickets, with Zakir having 16 runs, Southee with 1 wicket from 8 balls, Ajaz with 1 wicket off 13 balls lead New Zealand having 180 runs from Phillips having 87 runs, Jamieson having 20 runs, Mehdi taking 3 wickets from 53 balls and Tijul taking 3 wickets from 64 ball lead by 30 runs. Glenn Phillips provided a lesson on how to bat on a sharp turner, counterattacking his way to 87 runs off just 72 balls on the third day of the second test between Bangladesh and New Zealand. On a challenging pitch where almost every ball from the spinners was either turning square or keeping incredibly low, or both, Phillips had walked in at 46 for 5 on the first evening. His aggressive intent took New Zealand to 180 runs, 8 ahead of the hosts' first innings total of 172 runs. At stumps, Bangladesh were 38 runs for the fall of 2 wickets in their second innings, 30 runs ahead of New Zealand. A late start and an early finish because of bad light meant only 32.3 overs were possible in the whole day. Gloomy conditions in Dhaka forced a late start, with play on Friday beginning 2.5 hours later than scheduled. This was after rain had washed out the entire second day. With New Zealand on 55 for 5, and trailing by 117 runs, overnight batters Phillips and Daryl Mitchell played contrasting roles to thwart Bangladesh, who predictably had left-arm spinner Tijul Islam and off-spinner Mehdi Hasan Miraz bowling in tandem. While Phillips seemed to be on the offensive as early as the second over of the day, Mitchell remained content to block. Often standing deep in the crease, Phillips slashed hard at deliveries that were even slightly short and outside off, and swung across the line against the ones that were full and in the line of the stumps. In the second over of the day, he punched Mehdi for 4 to deep point, before slog sweeping and driving him for further boundaries in the 16th. In between, he was beaten by Tijul twice while looking to push at deliveries that were turning away, even as the ball stayed low or skidded through. But the conditions mattered little for Phillips, and despite Bangladesh having multiple fielders on the leg side boundary, deep backward square leg and deep mid-wicket were in place most of the time, he continued attacking. His first 6 came in the 18th over when Mehdi bowled 1 full on the pads, and he slog swept it over deep square leg. At the other end, Mitchell took a good stride forward to get to the pitch of the ball to defend the full deliveries. Even when he stepped out, he only looked to nudge them away. In the 20th over, he attempted a reverse sweep off Mehdi and the ball popped up to short leg. The on-field umpire ruled it in the batter's favor, and when Bangladesh reviewed it, replays showed the ball had hit Mitchell just below the left shoulder. In the next over, Mitchell also had a slice of luck when he leaned into a drive against Tijul, got an outside edge and the ball fell just short of the slip fielder. Bangladesh introduced Naeem Hasan into the attack from the other end. Phillips launched his first ball over deep backward square leg for 6, but 3 deliveries later, Naeem got Mitchell. With a mid-off in place, Mitchell stepped out to hit Naeem over his head but didn't get the required distance. Mehdi, halfway back at long on, ran across to his left and dived sideways to complete the catch. Mitchell fell for 18 runs, ending a 6th wicket stand of 49 runs off 60 balls with Phillips. Naeem also had Mitchell Santner nicking to slip in his second over, reducing New Zealand to 97 runs for the fall of wickets. But Phillips kept going, with even umpire Rod Tucker not being spared. In the 26th over, he pulled 1 forcefully towards square leg where the ball hit Tucker just above his left knee. In the same over, he hit Naeem for a 6 and a 4. The boundary brought up his half-century, off just 38 balls. He and Kyle Jamieson added 55 runs off only 53 deliveries, of which Jamieson contributed 20 runs. Phillips and Tim Southee then took New Zealand past Bangladesh's total before the innings came to an end. The visitors' last 5 wickets smashed 134 runs at a run rate of 5.25, the highest for 100 runs or more runs for the last 5 wickets. Ajaz Patel then had Mahmudul Hasan Joy nicking to slip the third ball of Bangladesh's second innings. Zakir Hassan and Najmul Hussain Shanto stroked a few boundaries after that, before Shanto chipped Southee to mid-off in what turned out to be the penultimate ball of the day. Guys, always remember to subscribe because every subscription is valued. Have a great evening.